Good afternoon, students. In this class, I am going to discuss with you chapter number 5, Separation of Substances. Dear students, in our daily life, there are many instances when we notice a substance being separated from a mixture of materials. Tea leaves are separated from the liquid with a strainer while preparing tea. Grain is separated from stalks while harvesting. Milk or curd is churned to separate butter. As we learned in chapter 3, we ginning cotton to separate its seeds from the fiber. Students, it may be possible you might have eaten salted dalia or poha if you found that it had chilies in it. You may have carefully taken them out before eating. Suppose you are given a basket containing mangoes, and guavas. And asked to separate them, what would you do? Pick out one kind and place them in a separate container, right? Seems easy, but what if the materials we want to separate are much smaller than mango or guava? Students, imagine you are given a glass of sand with salt mixed in it. Impossible even to think of separating salt from this mixture by picking out grains of sand by hand. But why would we need to separate substances like this at all? Students, we see that before we use a substance, we need to separate harmful or non-useful substances that may mixed with it. Sometimes we separate even useful components if we need to use them separately. The substances to be separated may be particles of different size or materials. These may be in any three states of matter, that is solid, liquid or gas. So how do we separate substances mixed together if they have so many different properties? Students, we will discuss some simple methods of separating substances that are mixed together. You may come across some of these methods being used in day-to-day activities. Some simple methods of separating substances that are mixed together are hand picking, threshing, winnowing, sieving, sedimentation, decantation and filtration, evaporation. First, hand picking. Students, now I am taking a rice. Now I am going to spread this rice grains on the sheet of paper. Students, do you find only one kind of grain on the sheet of paper? Are there pieces of stone, husks and broken grains, okay, and particles of any other grains here, see, okay. Students, now I am going to remove with my hand the piece of stone, husks and other grains from it. Okay, all of you see here, students. Now I removed piece of stone, husks and other grains from it. This method of ant picking can be used for separating slightly large sized impurities like the pieces of dirt, stone and husk from wheat, rice or pulses. The quantity of such impurities is usually not very large. In such a situation, we find hand picking is a convenient method to separating substances. Okay. Students, in this class we have learnt need of separation of substances, methods of separation of substance, in that hand picking, right? If you have any doubts when I come into online class, ask there. All of you should follow given worksheet. Thank you, students.